Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Chaotic BPR here, hanging out with you for episode 61 of Yo Retro. Now, got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of things to discuss, but I'm not doing it alone. I never do it alone. I got to have the one, the only, Six with me. Uh-oh, he's not popping up. There he goes.
Damn. What's happening? Chalada Love. What's happening? MSU Rich. What's going on? Retro Tech X. I see the chat popping already. What's good, y'all?
Yeah,
little
man.
alien in the house. Like my man would say, the best moderator in the home arcade community. And what does everybody want to know?
Exactly. And that everybody wants to know, man, how we feeling about these new tales coming out and everything that's going on in the Gamescom's going on right now, and some good stuff. Good stuff's coming out of there, so we're gonna talk about all that too. Hey, what's up, Michael B? Yeah. Michael B showing up. Thank you so much, man.
What's up? That's what's up.
Hey, I also don't know if you saw it, man, but I decided to work late last night, and I created some more video track modes, man.
Yeah. You I just seen the post because I just made a post about the show. So seen it. Yeah, what you do them for?
I did them for Theater of Magic, No Good Gofers, and Tales of Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
So while you get your stuff situated, we already got chat. Said hello to everybody in chat. MG is here. MSU Rich, Skoljo, Brooklyn Minutes come by to say what's up. Mike Hawk Hurts, I already said MSU Rich. We got Wingo hanging out in your chat. Bat Hog 13, Chalada Love. We got some good pinball players here as well. Retro Tech X coming out hanging out as well. There's G. G's coming by.
Yo.
All right. So let's get into a few things that they're talking about. First of all, I don't have a slide for this, but this was one of the games that was announced. I do want to say shout out to Shotgun Sean because I know he's a big fan of this character. Because when we shitted on it, the retro collection, when we shitted on it, he was like, "No, man, that was one of my favorite characters." Now I'm talking about Bubsy.
Oh Lord, what does he like about Bubsy?
I think he just has those memories of those games from back then, man. I get it. Even Bubsy looks like he's kind of like embarrassed by it, you know. So
yeah, Bubsy 3D was so bad.
Yeah. So now we got a Bubsy 4D. Kind of like a new design and everything from a pretty new
nobody asked for it, but this is what I will say. I would not mind seeing Bubsy get some redemption. Like, what a redemption story if this game's great.
He would have a really good redemption story if he put some pants on.
That too, yeah. That makes me uncomfortable.
You're going to put a shirt and tie on, but no pants, man. Come on. That's strange.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't be out here Winnie pulling it.
All right. So, you know, like it looks like a pretty cool little platformer to have fun with, man. So hopefully it's a good redemption story. Hopefully it turns out pretty good for him.
Yeah. What's crazy is it looks like Bubsy 3D kind of though.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's going to control so much better.
I mean, it's got some like cell shading kind of graphics stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
I don't think it'll ever outdo like something like Crash Bandicoot.
You can never fix Soul games though.
No. Let's get more into retro stuff. So you grabbed some screenshots of what appears to be a 2.5D Sonic game that got shelved, basically canceled.
Yeah, it got shelved. It was around the time of the
Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania, yeah. This is something right here, yeah. You can. Christian Whitehead shared it on Blue Sky. Basically, it was a shelved game, like Chaotic said. made around the time of Sonic Mania, and I guess he just showed some screenshots to show fans what they could have had, and like Fat Hog says, Sega hates money. I mean, obviously, because this is exactly what fans want from
Yeah,
Sonic.
this looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like even graphically, that just looks amazing. I would love to have had that. But let's be honest, man. I don't think Sega hates money too much, man. Because if you think about it, there's a little game coming out. I believe, was it next week?
I don't know the release date. I'm sure it might be on one of these slides.
Well, I don't have a slide for it. It's a trailer, man. So what about Shinobi?
Oh, okay, this one. You talking about this one?
Yeah, Age of Vengeance. So this video is from a music video by YDB, which is the son of ODB.
Okay, yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, so that's so cool that he kept his father's moniker of, and turned it on for himself and everything. But enough about that. It's more or less about the retro style game. I am looking so forward to playing this. I have Ninja Gaiden Ragebound in my Steam library. I have not started it up yet. I know that there is a demo for this out. I haven't tried it yet. It's just it's there. It's ready for me to go. But I don't think Sega hates money when it comes to some of these old properties that they're bringing back. And this is dope.
Well, yeah, maybe there's a new players in place that don't hate money. That we're going to start seeing some changes. And this could be an indicator of that, because this does look dope. This looks like some like an animated Shinobi cartoon that's playable. It's just incredible.
Yeah, y'all gonna make me want to get this physical copy pre-ordered and everything too. I think for like Switch. Oh man, this is so good.
Got those anime vibes mixed up. Like, that looks great.
Yeah. So, this comes out, I think, August 29th for PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox, Steam. The digital deluxe, you can get different outfits, more downloadable content, play it 3 days early. Some extra bonus stuff, original arcade outfit, that kind of stuff. Get 10% off as well. But yeah, this brings back good memories of Sega Genesis times and Sega Arcade.
Yeah,
I'm excited about this. What's up, good to see you, man.
Yeah, the artwork looks incredible. It's just it looks very different. It's a stark contrast from the old sprites of Shinobi, but I'm digging it because it's got that Japanimation kind of flavor,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. So many good things coming out. But really sucks to hear that Sonic prototype not getting made, man. Hopefully it's something they can circle back to and bring it back, because I think that 2.5D or that 2D style gaming, that will never officially die out. Like, remember how PlayStation came out? They're like, no, it's all about polygons. That gamers want. Gamers want 3D stuff. They don't want that 2D stuff anymore. Bullshit. Like, that stuff will never die, man. That gameplay will never die.
Well, even in fighting games, like, I didn't really, I thought it was cool for Tekken. It was cool for certain franchises, Virtua Fighter, et cetera, but I didn't think like necessarily Street Fighter needed to go 3D, and I didn't like it when it did. Same with Mortal Kombat. I wasn't a fan of MK4 like that. Would I like to have it in my home arcade as part of the whole collection? Yeah, because I like to have the whole collection, like on this upcoming, Mortal Kombat collection. But just for history's sake. But is it one of my favorite MKs that came out the arcade? No, not at all. But I think there's something to be said about keeping that 2D graphic style alive. For me, I always liked it. I think it works best with platformers, Mario, Sonic. Crash Bandicoot was kind of like a 2.5 through, it was 3D, but at the same time, it was also limited to what you could do in that space,
Yeah, you're either running towards the camera or away from the camera.
Yeah, and then they had their 2D, side scrolling levels where the camera would just flip. So I always liked that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Street Fighter EX was not good. Yeah, no,
it was not. I never heard of it until I saw a trailer for it, because I was like, what is Street Fighter EX? And I saw it and I was like, ooh, no wonder they never went back to that.
Yeah, it didn't work for everything couldn't be Tekken, everything couldn't.
It was Tekken and Virtual Fighter, like they were trying to go through that, and like we could do that too. No, you can't. Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do it.
Every franchise was trying to do it. And they all have, if you look over the course of time, they all took a shot at it at one point in time. I just wish some of them would bring it back, I would love to see another Marvel vs. Capcom sprite based, where they just give you 100 characters for the hell of it, and just, but that kind of shit will never happen again.
Right. So back to Sonic. We got Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Now, the last Sonic Racing game I bought was Sonic Racing or Sonic All-Stars Transformed, I believe it was called. It wasn't this last one. It was one before that they did. I liked it because it had Wreck-It Ralph in it, and it had some other characters. I think like the Sega Saturn character, Knights of Dream World, or whatever it was. I played with that character as well. But they're expanding their roster, right? So now they got since it's going to be on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and they're also crossing worlds with some TV as well. TV and movies. Now we got Minecraft in here. Looks like we got SpongeBob and Patrick. And if you see it in here, right here in the middle, there is Pac-Man. They didn't announce Pac-Man until this week, earlier this week with Gamescom.
Yeah. And then I heard people saying TMNT will be in this also.
Yep, that is true.
You got all these different franchises kind of colliding for a Mario Kart type vibe, and that's real smart of them for Sega to see what they could do to work with Namco and creators of Minecraft, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. So this is the trailer basically announcing the fact that they were adding Pac-Man, and also Sonic was going into Pac-Man as DLC as well. So it's basically 2 DLCs for 2 different games, and both of them are getting it.
Yeah.
Hey, first time visitor incoming, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks, Doc. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, this is like it's like a dual crossover. So you're getting Sonic in a Pac-Man game and Pac-Man in a Sonic game.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's fire. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so this looks like this is the Pac-Man World game. He's dressed up as Sonic, collecting rings. But yeah, so that was a pretty good announcement, and they come out a day after each other. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is getting an open network test at the end of August, so that's going to be good as well. And then there's the DLC packs, the character packs.
So does Sega hate money, chat? Does Sega hate money, chat?
I don't think so, man. God, look at all these characters. So
now this is a potential full roster, that you'll get when you get the game, or have access to, whether it be unlocking, but with potentially more to be added.
Hopefully my power doesn't go out. Lightning just splashed. All right. So yeah, SpongeBob, Patrick, there's the Turtles, Minecraft. It looks like you got Avatar, the Airbender.
Yeah.
Nice. And this is a scene from the Pac-Man level in the racing game.
Yeah, and I think that's sick too. That you have a
Yeah.
whole Pac-Man level in this Sonic game.
This makes me actually want to go back and purchase it. I liked the Sonic Racing game. It was good. It got difficult real quick after like the first few circuits. Like it got hard to try and get the 3 stars on each level, so I could unlock all the characters and unlock all the bonus stuff, stats for the cars and stuff, carts. But yeah, you're right. So Minecraft was announced, SpongeBob was announced, now Pac-Man was announced. So the rest of the season pass is going to be Turtles, Avatar, and then one not even mentioned yet.
Yeah, it'll be announced later.
That's all right. So it's convinced me. I'm going to buy this.
I mean, it's a cool crossover collab. I like this kind of shit, and it's definitely retro vibes. You know, just on some newer consoles.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what I'm going to buy it on, but I'm going to buy it because I would like to play with a bunch of people in the community. If y'all decide to pick up what system y'all going to pick it up on, I might pick it up too. It'd be great if it's cross-play. It's Crossworlds, so it should be cross-play. So let me get rid of that trailer and let's move on. Oh yeah, this is their racing setup that they had at the Gamescom, right?
Yes.
I guess their demo area.
Mm-hmm.
Man, why can't we get anything cool like this?
That's what I'm saying. Like I always see these pictures online. They got these really dope displays and walk-in kind of, game release environments. I never see stuff like this in person. Yeah, it looks cool.
Brooklyn Minute is saying, I finally beat Shadow Labyrinth. Oh, I watched the replay on that, dude. It was really cool. I know you started it. Good luck getting to the end. It's brutal. Yeah, so I just got the mech suit or whatever that you turn into. I know I'm very early in the game, but I'm enjoying it so far, man. It's to me it's a sleeper hit. Shadow Labyrinth is that Metroid style Pac-Man game that recently came out. If you don't remember 6,
Metroid style Pac-Man game.
Yeah, so you play as a guy with a sword, and you got Pac-Man following you, and he'll turn, and you can like use him to ride up around rails and stuff. Power pellets are basically the currency in the game, and after you defeat enemies, you can have Pac-Man eat the enemy, like the boss.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty good game.
Brooklyn said you got 80 to 90 hours more to go.
Yeah, it's tough, especially if you want to get all the upgrades and stuff. Ray Del Torre, what's going on? All right, so I added this to our presentation because I've heard a really solid rumor that after Harry Potter, Jersey Jack Pinball's next pinball machine is going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog pinball machine.
Yeah, I think I recall possibly hearing that. Yeah, could be cool.
The rumor is they're going to skin it 2 different ways. One based off the video game, one based off the movie series.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same game, but the DMD is going to be different, like the animations and stuff. The call outs are going to be different, and the artwork's going to be different, but the game is essentially going to be the same.
Is the playfield going to be the same?
Yeah, the playfield. It's not the art. The art's going to be different.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The playfield art.
Yeah, the playfield art's going to be different, but all the ramps, rails, orbits, everything else, that's going to all stay the same. It's just going to have a different paint job. And the DMD is going to play, instead of video game, it's going to be the movie. And the artwork on the sides and the back glass is going to be different too.
Could be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. If it's definitely true, I think Jersey Jack's got a winner, man.
Yeah, it could be cool.
What's up, Danny? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, better have blast processing.
Hmm.
But again, does Sega hate money? I don't really think so, because they're adding. They're seems like they're expanding their the way that they do their licenses even more. Yeah, this will be badass if it pans out. So somebody made a homebrew Sonic game. There's one right here. It's the same machine here, but there's also another guy that made Sonic Spinball, and I played that in Chicago. And it was fantastic. So I can only imagine putting thousands of dollars in research and having people work on it, and it be produced by Jersey Jack. Seeing what they do with Harry Potter, can only imagine what they do here.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Doc on that comment. I'd take Sonic over Harry Potter, but maybe not the movie version. I'd be more excited about the game version for sure.
And Harry Potter was amazing. Like, it did stuff I've never seen in a pinball machine do before. But yeah, I would love to have a Sonic the Hedgehog pinball game. Like, it makes sense. That's why they made Sonic Spinball for the Sega Genesis. Like, he makes a perfect pinball.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing a digital version of Sonic the Hedgehog pinball, on the Atgames or Spinball even. That'd be cool.
I could play a VPX version for you.
Yeah. I seen that in the chat too.
Needs a loop like Double Riders. Yeah, with that corkscrew loop. Oh man, that'll be dope. Jason, get feeling better, man. All right, so
when you pull back the plunger, gotta make that Sonic spinning noise before you take off, like if you're tapping a button.
That's a good point, dude. Hold the plunger back, and he's revving up, and then let it go. Dude, I think Jersey Jack can do that.
We're giving them all the ideas, chat.
Yes. So, we already showed the trailer for basically what's going on with Sonic and everything. Same thing. Pac-Man World Re-Pac 2. Adding their own DLC, Team Ghost costumes, Team Ghost figures.
Mm-hmm. They're like skins.
And then you got reversible cover, recreated classical art. And then there's a closer look at the costumes. Now they also made a DLC for Sonic, so you can wear a Sonic head on top as well. I think it includes a Knuckles head and a Tails head too.
Oh, so you actually get figures and the skins.
Yep. Not sure what the figures do, but
they're probably just shit you can set up on your own.
Oh, I don't know if they're physical, are they? Oh yeah, they are. Team Ghost figures. Yeah, you're right. Pre-order bonus.
Hey, Doc, that's it. You're getting teed up for that comment, sir.
I did that on Arcades Anonymous last night. Man, one of the hashtags to win a prize was finger boxing.
That's crazy work.
I was like, man, like my co-host says, man, pause, time out.
That's crazy. And we don't want
don't do finger boxing, man.
Doc,
yeah, y'all have to go back and watch the episode of Arcades Anonymous last night. That was hilarious. All right, so moving on. We showed these off before, but now you've given us more screenshots. Now, are some of these coming to Walmart and some of these coming to GameStop, or is it both?
I think it's both. I don't think they're exclusive anywhere.
Okay, I hope not, because I don't like GameStop. I don't like the way they do business, especially with pre-orders and stuff like that. But you got Melina and Sub-Zero. Melina's got two different heads, one without the mask, one with the mask and the weird eyes.
Yeah, what's up? She always looked crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She got that meth head smile.
Between that and that damn pickle, that show has hopefully been taken down. It was pretty rough. The yodeling pickle. You'll have to watch it to know what's going on. But love this Sub-Zero with the whiteout eyes and the ice arms.
Yeah, it's cool. He got the little skull and
yeah, the frozen, yeah, just like a fatality.
Yeah,
Liu Kang's looking dope. Scorpion with the harpoon.
Same thing. Got the whiteout eyes.
Yep. And the different poses he can do.
That harpoon looked crazy.
Oh yeah, and then Katana looking great as always as well. And see, now this is where it says pre-order with GameStop. The other one said pre-order Walmart. So hopefully it's not exclusive anywhere. Like you can get these everywhere that are available.
She got them hooker boots on.
And then you got regular Sub-Zero, no frozen aspects to him whatsoever. Regular human eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's your biggest collection of action figures? 6? Did you have any?
Marvel Legends.
Okay. When I was a kid, my biggest collection was the LJN wrestling figures. The ones that you could like press down and you let them go and they would do it like a jump. So you can like put them on the...
Yeah, you're talking about the little plastic ones.
Yeah. If you had the wrestling ring, you can like push them down.
Yeah.
And they would like they were jumping off top rope. I had those. And then I was a huge, I still would be if I could still have them. The Aliens versus Predator figurines. There were so many of them.
I had all that shit, TMNT, G.I. Joe, He-Man, but like I'm talking about currently, only thing I got left is Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, I have a 14-inch Predator, and I have a couple of old school hockey players, like 14-inch hockey players. Still in the box. I've never taken them out.
I used to have the old starting lineups, bro.
Yeah, that's what they're made by, starting lineup.
Yeah, I had Michael Jordan, bro. I had Bo Jackson. I had the best. I had Magic Johnson. All them joints.
I had a collection of Sylvania families, and that wasn't that weird. Moving on. More pictures of Sub-Zero. So this whole collection, man, it's looking good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I love the classic outfits, so this definitely appeals to me. The later outfits, they got more intricate. They were dope, but I love them classic outfits. Midway put these guys in because they didn't have the budget to put them in. They put them in like dirt bike helmets and different shit and elbow pads and knee pads and just there, all right, pose. And I don't know. I definitely get nostalgic vibes from these old outfits.
Yeah. Let's see. Get rid of that. All right. So, hey, Mortal Kombat Legacy did it.
Hey, and for me, I think it's a win. But I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, we could have did without these two right here."
I didn't think it was coming, man. I really didn't think it was coming. I was like, why? Why would you do it?
Well, I feel like it's necessary, bro. Like if MK4 is part of the story, I get that they're not arcade releases, but they were like around shortly after that time when MK4 came to home consoles, and it was a shitty version, was never the arcade version, but if Mortal Kombat Advance should be on there, why shouldn't these?
No, you're absolutely right. I just thought maybe Ed Boon and them would just be like, "Oh man, that's not part of the canon. Let's let it go."
Oh no. Well, yeah, I could see how they'd want to shy away from it, but this is the collection, right? It's supposed, and they're you know they keep pushing this narrative that no, they want to. They're not just capturing the games like a lot of these collections out there where you just get the ROMs. No, you're getting a story of these games, how they developed them. They're sitting down with Ed Boon and John Tobias, and they're actually talking to these guys, and they got rare clips, and behind the scenes footage and all this stuff they're adding on top of the arcade ROMs, the console ROMs. And I feel like Mythologies, arguably is a big part of that because it was kind of where Mortal Kombat you first started to see signs of maybe everything they put out isn't a win. Because up until about then, everything they put out was a win.
Yeah,
You gotta tell you can't just talk about all your wins. You show one of your losses, and a lot of that stuff. They had a full motion video in Mythologies, and it was kind of like the first time you seen that in the Mortal Kombat franchise. So I don't know. I think it's incredible that they're included. I think it's great. It's funny. I would love to see them kind of refine the controls because I always felt that was one of the biggest problems of MK Mythologies was the controls. I
well,
wish they.
I'll give them credit. At least they added a rewind feature, so in case you screw up, you don't
You
have to
missed
start the
that
whole
jump.
level
You
over
could
again. Just
rewind.
rewind.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people are going to want to play it again just to see if they could beat it, with that kind of feature added.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would like to try it again because number one, I haven't played it in like 30 years, and the fact that I can come back to it and then like, oh crap, I died. Here, let me rewind it real quick because I know what I did wrong. Boom.
Yeah, like right there to show it, Mr.
Yeah.
Jump, rewind it, so it's very, I think it's cool. It's a great addition. I'm happy that if you go back to our old shows when we first started talking about this, what did I say? I said, man, they got to add MK Mythologies. I want to hear that's been added. And then I also said, I was like, and then they had another one with Jax. And then us in the chat figured out it was Special Forces. I was like, they got to add that too. And I'm shocked. I'm not going to lie, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
You got it, dude. You got it.
Yeah.
You call it, man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And even, matter of fact, Trilogy too. I mentioned that before it was announced. I was like, man, I wish they'd had Trilogy. And they even were able to remove the Shao Kahn loading sequence because on PlayStation it would always have to load whatever character he morphed into, and it would pause for a split second. That shit's gone, but the gameplay's still there.
You talking about Shang Tsung?
Shang Tsung, yeah.
Yeah.
Why I say Shao Kahn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tripping. My bad.
Oh, you're good. Let's see. The OG Game Boy game plays okay in emulators. Oh, really? So it's quicker because it was super slow, like Retro Tech X. I was super excited to get Mortal Kombat on my Game Boy, man, and yeah, it was super freaking slow. So if they sped it up in any kind of way, that's dope. At least it doesn't stutter. It's not good. No, hell no. You can't make a fighting game good on Game Boy. Not like that. Not one of those.
Not one of them kind of games. There was a couple like here and there where they pulled it off surprisingly okay for 2 buttons and the limited screen, but yeah.
I'm still shocked that it's in here, man. I'm happy though.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I think we're all kind of shocked, but it's a plus. I think it's a win,
At least they didn't do the Nintendo 64 version. They did the PlayStation version.
And if you don't like them, you don't have to play them.
Exactly. Speaking of fighting games, Cody Rhodes dropped his first little teaser of him filming Street Fighter, and he's got his shadow silhouette as Guile.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know he was in this.
And I heard rumors that he was, but I was like, no, man, AI wrote that, dude. Somebody used the AI to write that. And yeah, they did AI pictures of what he could look like or what he's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
But seeing the silhouette, man, yeah, he's got the haircut.
Yeah, I mean, the silhouette looks like Guile. We'll see how he looks on screen.
And then you also heard, now this is a AI render, but you also heard that Roman Reigns is playing Akuma.
Yeah, I didn't hear that till recently.
Yeah.
So that's pretty trippy to me. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, when it came to wrestling, Cody and Roman Reigns had very, very good chemistry. Now I know they really don't. I mean, they're not the main people who fought each other in Street Fighter lore. It was Ryu and Akuma. That was like the rivalry. But I will say that being that these guys know each other very well and they have that ring chemistry, I think they could have that on-screen chemistry in a movie and do well.
I guess my worry is it's like a coin toss if a wrestler is a good actor. Like very rarely you get, some people argue The Rock's not a good actor. A lot of people like Cena, but he's some people would argue he's, he hasn't played like a dramatic role or anything all like that too much, he's kind of done a lot of comedy. And then we all know, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, he wasn't the greatest actor. So that's where it worries me, is these guys aren't trained actors, you know what I mean? And
yeah, not in that sense.
We had a lot of in the last Street Fighter movie, we had a lot, like the Zangief, he looked the part, but really wasn't the greatest actor, a lot of the people looked the part in that movie, but couldn't act for shit,
Yeah.
Plus, it was a bad script, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. That's what worries me, is like, I just want a good movie. I want the, it's cool if they look the part, but I could care a little bit less about them looking the part if they play the part well.
Yeah, I do believe like even the original.
And Roman Reigns, aren't these people isn't like Akuma supposed to be of an Asian descent? Like Roman Reigns, I don't think is he?
No. He's Samoan, like the Rock. I mean, Rock's nephew.
So I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but stuff like that, like Hollywood, sometimes that stuff's a big deal. Like people playing the right, you know what I mean? The roles going to the right ethnicity. So I don't, I don't know. I don't know if that should be a big deal for Akuma. I'm a Street Fighter fan, but I'm not that big of a fan. Like I care that much,
I'm optimistic, man. I'm going to give it a chance. And yes, Hogan's best role was Thunder Lips.
You sure about that? It wasn't a Suburban Commando.
Oh, I love that movie, dude. I love that movie, but that was just a comedy throughout, dude. And so was wasn't Mr. Nanny or whatever it was.
Yeah, he was in Gremlins too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did a cameo in Gremlins too, and I showed that to my wife the day that he died. I was like, "This is one of my favorite scenes of all time."
Hawks was a legend. Like Macho Man, he did some movies, and he was good playing himself, but you know what I mean? He couldn't really come out of that. He couldn't stop being a Macho Man, And the same with Hogan. Like he was kind of Hogan all the time.
He did his best in No Holds Barred because that was a wrestling movie and he acted like a wrestling star.
That was Dookie. That was crazy.
What's that smell?
That was some of the worst acting I've ever seen. When I was a kid, I loved it. I went to the theaters and seen it. I was like, yeah, Hogan. But when I grew up, I was like, wow, this movie is awful.
It was just bad writing.
It was terrible and bad acting too, though. I'm telling you, he's not a good. He has no range, Hogan.
Oh man, that's still classic too. Macho Man and Spider-Man.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
3 whole minutes. You're going nowhere.
Playtime. Yeah, that's my real father, actually. Rest in peace, Randy. Yeah.
There you go.
Top rope.
So you haven't seen the trailer for this?
No, but I sent you this because as soon as I heard about it, and I seen some screenshots, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is right up our, this is our demographic." Let's say that.
Let's watch the trailer. So,
yeah, you got your. Oh, they should have started out with Prince Adam, but okay, He-Man right out the gate, Skeletor. Oh snap! What's on TV, Skeletor? It's the new game, son. The new game. Retro beat 'em up style.
Reminds me of Golden Axe, the Turtles and X-Men, like all those Konami greats, man. And of course, Golden Axe is Sega, but it's made by Bitmap Bureau, which is I love their Xeno Crisis games and a couple other games that they made recently that they're making for older consoles. This has home arcade community super hyped.
Facts.
Because this was our childhood, right? Like
this was a game we should have got back then.
Yeah.
And we never got. This should have been in arcades when we were kids.
Yeah. I mean, there was a fan-made game in Open Bore. Open Beats of Rage is what Open Bore means. It's a PC mod so that you could play other characters in older games. Like Streets of Rage, they made a Turtles version. I think He-Man was based off of one of the Turtles games. I can't exactly remember. It's been a while since I played an open board game, but this looks like a developer saw those open board games and like, this is actually pretty good. What if we actually license this and actually made it a real game?
Yeah, not just that. They got the movie coming out soon. So, and He-Man's kind of just. I've always said He-Man is primed to be the next Lord of the Rings or Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. If done right, on a live action side, and it's just primed for like a resurgence on levels that we haven't. We've seen with Marvel. We've seen with even Superman, Batman. You know what I mean? Things that have been around for decades, but they kind of get reborn. We haven't really, you've seen some of the He-Man series on Netflix and stuff, but it hasn't been like a cultural thing, where like we're taking our children to go see this because we grew up on it, like we do with all these reboots and remakes. And then fans have been clamoring for this kind of stuff. So yeah, it was primed for this kind of retro beat 'em up release, especially after Shredder's Revenge has been so successful, and now you got that Toxic Avengers beat 'em up on the way and stuff like that, Toxic Crusaders. So yeah, I love this type stuff, and I love that they're still they still know there's a market for these kind of sprite based style beat 'em ups.
Yeah, and I made the comment last night. I would love to see an off the cuff version of a game. I would like to see Street Sharks as a beat 'em up, kind of like they did with Cowboys of
Moon Mesa.
Moon Mesa, yeah, like that was a straight shot off of Sunset Riders. I would love to see a Street Sharks. What was the boys version? Stone Protectors.
Oh yeah, the Trolls.
You remember that beat 'em up?
Yeah, they had a SNES game.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing a new one of those. Street Sharks, and then I forget, there was another one I was thinking of just now, and it done already passed by me. Oh yeah, Thundercats.
Thundercats, yeah, they said that in the chat earlier. That's what we need next.
Yeah, Thundercats would be dope, man. That would be like
Thundercats
a
is
trifecta, right?
Thundercats is right there with Masters of the Universe, where it's like overdue for a live action. You know, Masters of the Universe, it's filming right now. It might even wrap the production. You know, they've been working on that movie for a while. I'm not confident that it's going to be a good movie, but I'm just happy that they're giving it a shot. You know, and I'd love to see Thunderbolts next.
As a kid, did you enjoy the Dolph Lundgren movie?
No.
No,
it didn't.
It didn't feel like a He-Man movie, but it felt like just a sci-fi movie from your childhood. Like, I remember that from the 80s.
Like some Elseworlds Masters of the Universe shit. I thought Skeletor was all right in it. That was about it.
Looked cool.
Yeah, that was about it. Like, his practical makeup looked great. The dude that played him did a great job.
Yeah. I thought Dolph Lundgren looked cool.
He looked the part, but yeah, it was a bad script.
It was a bad script. But it's probably the same thing with a bunch of Hulk Hogan movies back in the day, you know.
They shied away from a lot of the shit, you know.
Yeah.
That was part of the story, you know. You brought in characters that weren't part of the He-Man lore.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this new one will be more closer to the source material.
It's looking like it so far. I covered it a little bit on Yo Hero, and it's looking like it, but it's also looking kind of, you know, the Hollywood cheap version too, you know. And they might spend a lot of time on Earth where you want them to be in Eternia, you know.
Yeah. Well, coming soon. Don't have a release date for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction, but hey, it's coming. That's all that matters.
It looks
I don't like that they're partnering up with
Limited
Run that much, because it takes forever to get physical copies. But again, I'm just happy it's coming.
Pause. That was crazy work. Splinter Cell coming to Netflix. What y'all know about that?
I know nothing about that. So it looks like Sam Fisher, based on the picture here, he looks a little older.
Yeah. And I think it's an animated series. It's not going to be live
Which
action.
Is fine. I think that's fine. I'm really cool with the animated series that's been coming out lately. The Witcher was good. There's another one that was based off The Witcher that was good. If you think about it, that Predator Hunters, Killer of Killers, that's it. That was a good animated movie.
Yeah, that was on Hulu though.
Yeah. So, but I have pretty good. Oh, the Castlevania series, that's on Netflix. Both of those series were really good. So I have a pretty good feeling, especially if it's from the creator of John Wick.
Yeah, it could be pretty good. Could be interesting. And it'd be kind of cool if it just showed the character's progression from after the game series kind of ended. Doc, your comment: in today's world, would the studio hire a male to play the role of He-Man? They already have. They've already filmed the movie. It's pretty much like.
I was just surprised they didn't use like a woman, like a strong woman.
Right. No, I get his comment, but yeah, they already did. They went with it, and they're still playing it safe, calling it Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, they
might. We'll see if they even call him He-Man in the movie. It might be some like a news reporter that calls him that, you know.
So, do we know any more information about the Splinter Cell series?
Nah, we just know it's coming soon. It's going to be on Netflix and it's going to be animated. That's kind of odd. And from the creators of the John Wick franchise, that could mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean the writers, you know. Doesn't mean anything. That could be a production design guy or something. It could be anything.
So yeah, we'll look forward to that. Are you possibly going to do some Yo Hero episodes around it?
I don't know. We'll see. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
That's true. Oh, so you sent me this like an hour before we did our show. Vectrex Mini.
It's happening.
Right? It's happening.
It's happening. Just know it's happening.
Where's my man Stock Jock? Why isn't Stock Jock here? Stock Jock be all over this. There's a lot of people in the community that would be down for a Vectrex Mini.
I might be. I gotta see one at one of these gaming conventions first, but why not? Because if it comes with the little mini TV too, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's got to come with the mini TV. That's the whole part of it. So
yeah,
there he is. There's Stock Jock. He's here.
Would you be interested in a Vectrex Mini?
Yeah. Daryl, would you be interested in a Vectrex Mini? I think I'd love a little mini one. I never played with one before.
Oh, that sounded crazy, sir. That's a technical file. I'd like a little mini one. I've never played with one before. It's crazy work.
Tongue in cheek, dessert.
That is crazy work.
I have a real one, but I'd pick up a mini. I heard that Six and Chaotic are getting this from me. I can feel it.
Oh, for the giveaway, we might go half.
Comes with a yellow and pickle, bro.
Pause that. That's crazy work. I don't have nothing to do with no pickles over here. My shit got to be cut in chips or spears.
So we'll try to get some more information on the Vectrex Mini as more time passes by, ladies and gentlemen. So looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Cool concept, and a little bit late to the mini game. We've already had the NES Mini, SNES Mini, Sega Genesis Mini, TurboGrafx Mini. Would have been nice if this hit around that time, but it's still a cool concept. Be nice.
Nice. So we'll have a micro SD port so you can add your own games. That's dope. Yeah, I'll definitely put this on my radar.
Yeah.
You can find the details here for the Vectrex Mini here at Time Extension. Okay. Appreciate it, Jason, for sharing that information.
Fire.
So I'll put that on my radar. Yep, and that was talked about last night. We're at 30 days, less than 30 days till the game in Cleveland Classic.
Countdown has begun.
Get y'all's tickets. Get y'all's tickets. Have a good time. Hanging out with everybody in the home arcade community that's already said they're going. Now we're getting to the Atgames news. Congratulations to these HD winners. I don't know how there is HD winners because everybody that I saw that was playing on an HD device was every time they try to submit their score, it would give them a UUID error or cannot be found. And Atgames knew of the issue, so I don't know how people were able to post scores, but hey, somebody won. Congratulations.
So somebody got pregnant or something, and who's Atgames is going to be found liable because the UID got what happened?
The UUID was not valid.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, the UID did not get lost.
Okay, I misunderstood you. Yeah, my bad. Doc said he'd be on board for the mini Vectrex. He remembers it as a kid. He wasn't into it, but the game looked no frills, but now I'd be interested to visit. I'm kind of along the same line where I didn't get into Vectrex games till I got older. As a kid, I was all about the sprite base. I thought they had better graphics, and then later on I got into Tempest and different, well, those are vector games. I guess they're not Vectrex. Vectrex is more that console, right? You know what I mean? So,
but it was that same type of technology.
Yeah, pretty much graphically.
I think people could still post scores via the puck system. Gotcha. Well, those are your HD winners from not this week, but last week. One of the names on this list for the 4K is Chalada Love. I want to give a shout out to who's always in our audience.
Show a lot of love.
Congratulations on your win, buddy, of $10. And then congratulations on SJZ209 for winning $20.
Nice. Let me hold $20 real quick, man.
Please. Please. There's like one game pack I like to buy.
We know you got it.
Yeah.
Quit trying to stall us out.
The contestants this week, all 5 of them, LOL, must have been using a system that's not having issues like the core. Yeah. Today is the last day for this current Flipper Friends tournament. This is for the HD. So if you're having UUID issues, you can't participate in this.
Think about Plan B.
KP, you're good. And what's on here that's not on here is it's the Samurai Vengeance game from Zen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So now, speaking of that firmware update that we had, speaking of the UUID error code, Atgames is acknowledging it, and they are trying to fix their screw-ups. People being locked out of their machines, even though their payments have been processed. SSF kit sounds lower. Got lead tables producing no sound. Solenoid menus and controls not appearing. Sign-in reset issues occurring to some customers. UUID error codes. My Digital Locker. If you purchased an e-store on the e-store, you did not get your email, and it's not showing up in your My Digital Locker.
Damn.
All that stuff. Working behind the scenes to fix it. Please do not send us any more support tickets. We know about it. Damn it. Is basically what they're trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I know, Ray, you had trouble logging in. Yesterday, for the first time ever on my 4KP, I had to re-log in. Just out of nowhere.
Ha! I told you it happened. Ha!
So I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Because, and then the leaderboards were broken. Like, I couldn't look up scores.
That's what I messaged about that. So
yeah, and then earlier today I was playing Magic Castle Deluxe, and I got out of the game because I wanted to see where I was on the leaderboard, and then I tried to get back in the game, and it literally took 3 minutes for the game to load back up. So don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, when I downloaded the pack, when I went back to my all tables list, it just said loading on like every icon for the longest. You know, it would take 5 minutes to load one icon, go to the next one, 5 minutes, and I was like, fuck this. I shut it off, reset it, everything was fine.
Yeah. My AOU, I haven't had any login issues. My micro, I have to log into that every time. And then the 4KP, that was the only time that's ever happened where I just have that one time where I was like, please log in. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is there like a quick way to log into the micro every time? That sounds like that would be annoying.
If the QR code is working, then that's the way to do it.
Okay.
Just take your phone, hover it over the QR code, and I already got my username and password saved into the website.
On your phone.
I just give my thumbprint and it signs me in automatically. So
okay.
That's the easiest way I do it. Like literally takes like 15, 20 seconds.
All right.
Let's get to it, buddy. Now, you said you had about an hour to play with it.
Pause. I didn't say that. I said it. I had about an hour to play this table before we did our review. And first of all, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody in the chat. I wasn't, whatever your feelings are, we're not going to get too deep into religion or none of that. But I had some mixed feelings about playing this table at first. I'm like, man, this table got some dark imagery on it. Let's just say that. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about playing this table, And but I gave it a fair chance. I will say, as far as the resolution and all that, the graphics, beautiful. You know, it's lit well, it looks great, all that. You can see this in your footage. Looks great, you know, it's colorful, all that. You know, some of the imagery might not be for certain families, certain people. That's all I'm trying to say. Uh, as far as the layout, I wasn't using it. Just I wasn't a huge fan of the layout, but I didn't hate it either. I kind of had some fun with the table, but then it kind of annoyed the crap out of me too. You know, like it seemed like every time I started to get something going on this table, something would go wrong. You know, like
Yes.
I couldn't recover. You know, slow the ball down fast enough to recover it from going out. You know, one of the out lanes or down the center, or bounce. You know, bouncing between that center post and the left or right flippers. You know, so I had some difficulty with this table. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not for me. I would say like it's not necessarily a theming that appeals to me. I'm not big on big on the sorcery kind of tables, like you know, or sorcerer's lair, none of that. Like it's cool, but it's not like one of my favorite themes.
So very, very reminiscent of, and somebody brought it up in my chat while I was playing this on live stream earlier today. Very Earth, Wind, and Fiery visuals, you know, the way it looks and everything.
Yeah, you could say that.
And I was like, you know what? That means I'm giving it a guaranteed 9, right?
Don't do that.
I won't, because there's a lot of issues with this table. Now, I played it on Steam. You know, this came out back in May on Steam. That's how long it's been out. And it's comparing it to the 4KP version. The 4KP version is much, much harder. It's much harder to aim your shots. To literally hit the left orbit or even the left ramp and the right orbit, you have to let that ball get all the way to the tip of the flipper for it to make your shot, which is very nerve-wracking. Steam don't have to do that. And oh yeah, we're going to discuss it way too fast for you. It's about to come up. Besides that issue, though, that I'm about to discuss, is my biggest gripes with this table is the left side. You got the left orbit target, left ramp target, and then it's like, and then you got the post of the ramp as well. On the right side, you got ramp and orbit. There is no targets in between, which is called shields, which I don't even understand the purpose of, other than you hit both of them and you'll light up skill shot randomly on either one of the ramps. That's the only purpose that those targets
you get a skill shot bonus out of it.
Yeah. So my biggest gripe is that left side has so many things that can cause you to bounce off of if you don't aim your shot very well.
And if you're going for that left shot, that left orbit, you're gonna end up, you know, you're gonna hit the flipper kind of hard to try to make that trip around up top to get to that top flipper or them bumpers up top, and by you hitting one of them obstacles in the way, 9 times out of 10, like it's just gonna send the ball crazy haywire where you're trying to either recover it or it's going out.
Exactly. So magic pixel physics, everybody knows this, how the ball is super bouncy, right? So if you hit one of those targets, or if you hit the ramp post, like one of the posts on either side of the ramps, it's going to go right and straight into a slingshot, boast into the other slingshot, bounce off of a wall, go all kinds of different crazy places. And the more stuff it hits, the faster the ball gets. and it's like you can see it in the gameplay that's on the screen. Like things go bad real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I said like I would start to kind of figure out the table or feel like I was generating some points, and then something would just me trying to go for one of the lit lanes would always end up in a headache afterwards, where I'm like, man, this table's pissing me off.
Yeah. Other than that, like even on Steam, it's a difficult table, and it's meant to be. It's not meant to be one of those shoot the right ramp, shoot the left ramp,
Right.
get bonus points for this, bonus points for that, and just keep going back and forth, get ball save, and just keep going, right? It's not meant to that. This table wants you to create to finish modes and play modes. The only problem is with the way the table's laid out on the 4KP. Number one, it's hard to get it into that the ball lock to start.
Yeah, I was gonna say just starting a mode's difficult in itself.
Yeah.
And if I was lucky, I'd do it maybe one time per game, let alone go through all the modes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, the big issue of this table. If you have played this table on Steam, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The left orbit has what's called prison and faith.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit that left orbit, you break that gate that's there. Okay, that takes care of prison. All right. There's a dragon sitting right there. So once you break that gate, he's supposed to set his head down and open his mouth, so that when you hit that left orbit again and faith is lit up, he eats your ball and spits it out onto the secondary playfield up top.
Which I couldn't get to the entire time I played.
Exactly. You can't get to it on the 4KP because the game is bugged. And Retrotech X shows it off very well, and so does Billy Wood's Mods in their video. They showed a difference between the Steam version and the 4KP version. And what's funny is on the 4KP version, the dragon does the animation of him swallowing your ball. Pause. I know. But so of him eating your ball, whatever. I don't care. But so he does the animation for it, but it goes right through him and then all the way around the other, the orbit and back up to the pop bumpers up top. It's supposed to be spit out onto that secondary playfield. You'll never be able to get up there unless you do some kind of glitch to where your ball disappears and shows up there. And Retrotech X did that in his video as well.
Then you got the fact that they fucking put out the 4K version and didn't put out the HD version.
Correct. So the HD version is on a short pause. Funny we said that word. Due to internal server error issues affecting the devices. Now they're working to fix that. Now I also included an email that Troy sent to Retrotech X. He sent to Atgames as a support ticket, and he showed them a video of the dragon not eating the ball, not able to get up to the other playfield, and he showed them other bugs. And they simply replied, "Thank you for reporting this. We've had other reports of the same issue. We have reported it to the QA team and Magic Pixel. It is being addressed. There will be a update in the App Store when those bugs are fixed in the future. Currently, though, we do not have no ETA."
And like the chat said, how does Q&A not figure this out? Well, they don't have Q&A. That answers that.
Rascal Scott, he was part of the QA team. I did part-time QA for Atgames. I'm no longer there as well. The only people that I know of that are still working there is Tampa Tech. I don't know of anybody else that's still working there. So,
well, you got some explaining to do, Tampa.
Which I don't even know if he's played. I don't even know if he's played the Steam version, so he probably didn't even know how to get up to the. I don't even think he knew that you can get to the secondary playfield. But
you have to be able to somehow, right?
Right. So the idea of when you do QA on the table is you need to try and break the table. Do everything possible. Try to do every single mode. Make sure every mode plays correctly. Get in the multi-ball. Make sure the kickbacks stay lit up after you drain a ball. That kind of thing. Like everything needs to work as a cohesion. You need to try and break the table. And that's what I did when I worked there. Like I wasn't perfect. There were some bugs I missed or some things that I had fixed, but something else broke. But it's you know
Trick
it's
is,
it's unfortunate, man, because this table's not a bad table. Um, the music's cool. I know the scenery is kind of dark and sinister and stuff,
yeah,
but
but some people dig that shit, So
right,
that I was just making that kind of a disclaimer. I used to listen to Bone Thugs albums and stuff. Had some dark imagery on the albums, 3 6 Mafia, had some dark imagery on
yeah,
Black Sabbath, dark imagery, The DMD looks great on this. Like I said, the graphics, I was just putting that out there, but it's not going to bother most adults, but some adults might not want their kids playing it, based on the little pentagrams on the bumpers and stuff, But with that said, the major glaring issues is that broken secondary playfield, and the fact that this isn't out on HD. I think those are the main glaring issues. And then
yeah,
the table layout's not that great, So for me, it was a subpar experience. I would give this a 6 out of 10. I would definitely caution people, if you got the disposable income, you want to add it to your collection, go right ahead. I'm not going to knock you for doing it, but I wouldn't say rush out and buy this for $8. Definitely not now. Wait till it's updated.
yeah. So yeah, this is more or less a wait to buy. Definitely buy on sale. Because I mean, like I said, besides that elephant in the room, you can score pretty high if you hit your multipliers and your skill shots over and over again, and what's
It's
called
not it's not one of the worst Magic Pixel tables, but
no,
it's not one of their best either. So
yeah, it's far from the best. It's mid in my opinion.
what would you score this out of 10?
Um, if they didn't have if it didn't have any issues, let's just say it doesn't have any issues. It's perfectly playing the way it is. It would be like a low 7, maybe high 6.
But
But
it
because
has those issues.
it has those issues, man, I can't give it anything higher than a 4.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't play the other version,
Exactly. So you
but
have no idea
yeah,
that
but
I didn't have to do anything with it.
but I noticed I wasn't, I had trouble starting modes for one. Two, I assume maybe that's how I get up to the secondary playfield, but I noticed I couldn't, you know, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just need to come back, play this later more, but I don't know. The theming ain't for me all like that. I'm not really feeling it too much, It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing. I'm giving it a 6, but I could see why you give it no higher than a 5.
Yeah. If you played the Steam version, you can see why I gave it such a lower score than it deserves. It deserves at least a 6 or a 7. If they fix all the issues, it'll be a fun table to play during Flipper Friends or something like that, and you'll be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd even be willing to not, knowing that I can't get to that secondary playfield and the dragon animation's going. Yeah, I'd probably want to knock my score down another number, 2 or 5, knowing that, because I wasn't very thrilled with it to begin with. So it was kind of like a Earth, Wind, and Fire, like somebody said, for me. It was similar to that experience. I was like, not really digging it.
Yeah. So 2 weeks in a row, Magic Pixel's doing fantastic. This week, dropped the ball. But, there's still some more good releases coming. Star God Deluxe, I know, is good. Time Machine Deluxe, I think some people will enjoy. The worst one that's coming out that y'all are going to probably end up hating is Clown Deluxe, being honest with you. And then some mids like Tropical Deluxe is pretty cool. And
there's some clowns in this community who love Clown Deluxe.
Yeah, you're not wrong. What are we here for, though, man? We're here for that Zen release.
Yes.
So Zen brings out a winner this week.
That $5 hitter.
Yeah, that $5 never quitter hitter.
Yeah,
hitter never quitter. Yeah,
you can't get a $5 holiday these days, but Zen, they're still offering them.
Exactly.
They're
now
like,
this is good. How was the SSF kit for you on this?
Fantastic. Amazing. Solenoids, everything were just sound like a real pinball table.
Yeah. And you know what? Like at first I was thinking like the spinner, the thing that spins, was getting really like I thought it was gonna be loud and obnoxious, kind of like Party Zone. But no, it's not nearly as bad.
Or like World Cup soccer.
Yeah. But no, it's not nearly as bad. It can be a little obnoxious if it keeps going on a certain mode, but man, just the shots feel good, man. Like the only thing that you can like really screw up is the Gofers in the middle if they're popped up. You know, and you hit them square on, that ball's going straight down the middle.
That's where I go. How the F did Chaotic get that score he got? Because that's my biggest problem is them effing Gofers pop up and it goes right down the center for me every trip.
Yeah. But all the modes, man, how to play the game, and it's super fair. It's not a super drain table.
Nah, most if you ball out on this is basically because it's your fault. You were trying to do a little too much when you probably should have slowed it down a little bit, or you didn't get a good dead bounce to stall the ball out a little bit and get your control back. But yeah, like you said, all the shots feel good. Hitting the ramps it's not difficult. Maybe that left one is a little bit, but it's on purpose. I think every shot ain't supposed to be super easy, but
yeah,
this feels great, bro. It just shows you where Zen really excels is at them Williams recreations.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. What's the only one downside? Fat Hog 13.
But I would say some of the animations do kind of block, like multi-ball. When that kicks off, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. But you can shut those off, Besides that, I don't really have no major complaints other than like them damn Gofers, them no good Gofers that pop up and just make me ball out every time I hit one or I hit that center one.
That and when you putt, there is times where they throw the ball back at you, like, and it comes back to your flipper really fast. Like it doesn't go left towards the sand trap, right? The pop bumpers, they throw it right straight down the middle. Especially when you do multi-ball, right? Like one of them's coming straight back at you.
Yeah, I gotta get more time with this. This came out yesterday. I've never really played it in the past, so I gotta learn the game more so I know what I'm doing. It's kind of like World Cup soccer for me, in the sense that I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going through the tour, and I'm just like on this, I'm just going through different holes, and I don't really, it hasn't really added up to me. A couple of the mini games have where I got to hit the Gofers or whatever.
I'm totally agreeing with everybody though. This is the one table where I'm like, I gotta turn off the extras because the rocket that flies across the screen, the golf balls that drop all the way to the bottom left corner, like all that's so distracting.
Yeah. Well, maybe I need to do that, and that's how I'll get a higher score. Because I couldn't seem to get above 12 million, man. That was kind of like my average was like 10 to 12 million, I'd say. And I'm like, damn, what'd you put up? 60 mil?
66.
Give us a secret. Tell us.
The secret is try to get some hole-in-ones, man, and because I got 4 hole-in-ones in a row at one time, which was insane to me.
And
That
the hole in one comes off launching and getting that skill shot.
yeah. So when it hits down the left out lane or in lane, and that spot's lit up, it drops that metal thing in the middle.
Yeah, the ramp.
And you shoot it straight up the middle. And if it hits that corner post where the flag is and falls into that square hole, that's the hole in one.
Nice.
And that's automatic 1 million points every time you do that. And you move on to the next hole. If you pass 4 holes, you get an extra ball. There's another way to light the out lanes so that if you fall into the out lane, especially the one that has the kickback on the left, if that one lights up with an extra ball, you can fall in there and it'll kick you back out. You still get the extra ball. And then, of course, you got to hit, 16 million, something like that, and you'll get another extra ball. Like the one game where I scored 66 million, I think I had like 5 extra balls. It just kept giving them to me.
Damn.
So I made it to the 10th hole twice. And so you get wizard mode if you beat the 9th hole. So apparently I guess you get 2 wizard modes here if you do all 18 holes, but I can't make it past the 10th hole.
Yeah, I think I got to like maybe the 8th every time. That was the best I could do between yesterday and today. But I think it's a dope table. I always I lean more towards these kind of sports themed tables than I would, like I said, the magic or sorcery stuff. And I think it's a great addition to have with World Cup soccer, on that list. And Unk's a big golf fan, so this will be right up his alley, for sure. He's got his golden tee, so this would be cool to have playing next to it.
Ray, so the mirror blades that were sent to me haven't made it to me yet. It still says on its way, but there's no delivery date anymore, so I guess it got lost in the mail, but eventually they will show up. Right here is, and you know what I'm talking about, Ray. This is the mirrored blades with tape, the mirrored tape on the sides. That's what these are, which doesn't look bad, but I can't wait till I get those acrylic mirror blades that somebody in the community is sending me. But yeah, that hole in one shot is hard to hit, Dennis B. Like, I don't know how I hit it 4 times in a row. I do it in this video. I just don't think I have it in this part of the video. I think it's later on, and I only made this 15 minutes long. So, but overall, man, just such a fun game. I love the call outs. I love the little Gofers talking shit. The multi-ball modes are fun. There's multiple ones. If you hit that captive ball 5 times, you'll start I forget the name of the mode, but that starts a multi-ball, and you can add a ball if you hit the captive ball with one of the balls. Kind of like Arabian Nights with the sand traps with the pop bumpers. You hit those so many times, you'll start a lightning storm, and those give you bonus points because they're called super jets. I think that's the super jet mode. I don't know, man. There's just so much cool stuff to do. Spell and kick on the right side reactivates the kickback on the left side. There's also a mini game mode where there's a squirrel that's chewing on the wires.
You got a spell kick
and you have to spell kick to kick him off. But it's so cool because it's like the power is glitching on the table, and I just love how it like lights up, it goes dark and everything like that. I just love the animations on that.
Yeah, it's very interactive with the different game modes. The animations can be distracting, but they're great. I'll give Zen credit, like the golfer, even like when you lock the balls, all the golf balls dropping on the front of the play field, letting you know how many, before you hit multi-ball, how many you got stocked up. And it's cool because the Gofers are storing them like they're, food for the winter or whatever. There's a bunch of them. I don't know. It's cool. The animations, but I could see why people would want to shut them off because they can't get distracting, like we said. So for me, I'm gonna give my score. I think it's a 9.
Beautiful score. Beautiful score. Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting about that third flipper up there, but it's very important during multi-ball because if you hit that cross shot, you will get jackpot, and you can do it multiple times. It's hard to focus on the ball that's going up to the third flipper up there while you have balls everywhere else on the table.
Yeah, when you got 2 at the bottom, you're trying to save from going out. It's hard to focus on that. That's a hard shot to hit when it's multi-ball. But yeah, this is definitely a S tier Williams table. It feels like a little earlier era than I came from, but not so early that it doesn't have a lot of the cool advanced lighting features and stuff like that, like you said. And yeah, I think it's fire, bro. I think for the $5, it's a winner.
Well, it's such an underrated table in my opinion. Like I hated playing this when I had the arcade 1-up pinball machine. I didn't get the game. I didn't like it. And now playing it in real life was fun, but anytime it's just these are one of these tables that I've always just skipped over. I just never really cared about playing it. Now I got it on the 4KP. I'm super excited it's here. This is good. This is in my top 10.
I don't know that I'd say that. I definitely have to take a look at my list again because
we gotta do a tier list.
Zen, yeah, we're gonna do that by the end of the year. But Zen's definitely just hitting us with slappers, and like I said, I do put the pricing into my equation for my score, so that's a big factor why this is a 9 for me. This might not be a 9 based off just me loving the table as much as I do some other Williams tables, but it is a banger. I'm not going to deny that. And I had a blast playing it, and I want to return to it and try to beat my score,
Yeah. And I want to keep my first place leaderboard score, so I want to try and beat 66 mil.
Yeah,
I noticed the person behind me is like 200,000 behind. So somebody else can reach it. I got to beat him.
I'm kind of dying to play this multiplayer too, because it'd be kind of a cool game of golf / pinball, to play with your friends. So
yeah,
there's just layers to this shit, man. And Zen, like, I can't get tip my hat enough to them and show them respect for putting this out for $5. This is just a banger, bro. Get it while you can for that price, because you never know.
You never know if there's a price increase coming.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 just went up $100 today.
Right. I can't recommend it enough. Pick this up. Buy it.
Yeah. What about Star Wars? Any chance we get it this year?
I would hope so. But
it was promised, but
I didn't get like a clear response out of Zen when I asked them about that. They just kind of gave me the basic kind of where we'd love to bring it there answer. When I asked them about Pinball M in October, they said it's being worked on kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully there's more Pinball M coming. Star Wars, no telling.
We'll see. Like I said, LucasArts has 4KPs in their office, so Atgames trying to do some kind of convincing.
Yeah, I think they might just have to give them a skinned pinball machine too, like a Star Wars branded pinball machine.
Yeah.
To go with the tables, because we still got all them Zen skins that had not been announced.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Solid 9 guys for me as well. So it's going to be 9 across the boards on No Good Gofers, man. Such an underrated table, such a banger though. So much fun.
I feel like this is like the 3rd or 4th show in a row we've almost completely agreed on our scores. It's getting weird. we used to argue. We used to argue. I used to be like, "Nah, man, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Are you kidding me?" now it's like, yeah.
I don't know what I was smoking back then, man, but I was dumb.
You were smoking that. I worked for Atgames. That's what you were smoking.
I guess, man. I guess I wasn't feeling the pressure of it because I wasn't paying for them back then because they had to send them to me for me to test them. So I guess me paying for them, I wasn't paying for them at the time.
When you equate that to the hours you work, it changed the score. That's why I always equate the money with the how much I'm spending with the fun factor, with the graphics, with the gameplay, all that, and then I also put it in the pantheon of tables that have came before it and are currently on the device. And I'm like, some of them, I'm like, yeah, that shit, so that's why I feel like I get a little extra critical sometimes on my scores. Something like this isn't necessarily for me. I'm not the biggest golf fan. I wasn't the biggest Caddyshack fan. I wasn't, but I get those things. I get the zeitgeist that this is all about. But overall, I gave it a good shot. I think it's a great sports table if you're just kind of into sports. I think it's a great golf table if you're into golf. I think it's a great kind of homage to the Caddyshack kind of films and stuff like that if you're into that. And I think it's just fun, bro. It would be great. I think it'd be great multiplayer. Graphics are great. The FPS looks great. Everything pretty much is good to me.
Now, I will point this out, and some other people in the community is pointing this out. The resolution is not far from 1080p, man. 1260.
I mean, but it's not noticeable. It's not noticeable to me.
I think it's a sweet spot for their tables right now.
Ray, I do like Happy Gilmore, but I did not enjoy Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay, I'm not the only one. Everybody's saying, dude, that's movie of the year, dude. It's so good. I'm like, I don't.
That shit was trash.
It wasn't for me, man.
It was hard to watch.
I got tired of seeing Adam Sandler drink alcohol out of everything.
That and the flashback scenes constantly. Yeah. Like, bro, I seen them. We get it. If we're watching this, we seen the first one. We remember it. It's very vivid. Most of us watched it multiple times back in the day. Like, most of us probably watched that movie 10, 20 times, or more. Like, bro, you don't need to keep showing me every character he meets in a daydream sequence of the old movie.
Yeah. Another thing that's bothering me about the Zen tables recently is if you look at that flipper latency, we're getting really close to triple digits again.
Yeah, but do you feel it?
I was surprised that I did not feel it on this one. Like, I had plenty of control, plenty of reaction, and I remember back then with the Zen flipper lag, like, how much different it felt when they fixed it compared to what it was before. If the tables felt all new again to me, and see, they were getting back down to the 60s and the 70s.
Some of this could be because of that new SKU they got coming out, where they got to find that sweet spot, like you said, because the Zen tables are going to play on that Turtles.
Yeah, the HCP. Yeah, you still it's still right there where you don't notice the flipper lag, but man, 91, that's getting close to triple digits where we were. Now it's not 140 or 130, but still we were pretty far away from the triple digits. Now we're just getting almost there again. So I don't know if the later the packs are, they're more FX3 tables instead of FX2.
Yeah, it might be more processing heavy, so that's where we're feeling the pain is maybe. But for me, I didn't feel any. Yeah, Ray said he didn't notice any flipper lag. I didn't, but maybe I'm not the best source. I didn't have a big complaint when I bought the machine, but 60 should be the standard.
Yeah, soggy bacon. You're absolutely right. I agree with that, because 60 was that sweet spot, right? And now we're 30 over again, and I hope Circus Voltaire, when it comes out, that it's not like 110, 120, because all the stuff that it has going on, all the animations, the ringmaster head, the glowing lights on the ramps, the balloon on the left.
Yeah, but Theater of Magic had a lot of that stuff, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it play out. We could speculate all day, but as long as the tables play good, there's no noticeable flipper lag. I see most of the community was happy with this table.
Oh yeah. And I love that this is like them old new releases. Like these games have been out forever, but they're new to a lot of people in the community with the 4KP, and it's like I've never played this before, and then like, oh man, this table's amazing, and
or I've never played it in this form factor, for me. So
me neither, other than a real pinball table. But
so it was
convention, you can't hear it anyway.
It was really cool to play it with the SSF kit and everything.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, somebody had a question I saw. No good Gofers versus teed off, which is better?
No good Gofers.
Agreed. Teed off, man, it's a great table, man, but there's so many issues with that too, being that it's a Gottlieb future. Was it not future? Farsight table release.
Farsight Studios release.
If they would give those licenses to somebody else to do those tables, like even Magic Pixel, I think would do a good job of those. And,
then we'd have
look better, make them look better, make the ball heavier, make it just play better, man. I think there'll be a lot of cool things. But yeah, no good Gofers is the better golf table.
Yeah, but if Zen made teed off, it might be that might be a different debate,
Oh yeah, it'd be much closer. Yeah, I agree with Ray here. Absolutely.
Yeah, because teed off is fun, but it's just not. It don't have them Zen physics or the polish, on the graphics, and that's even with Zen dialed down to like 2K,
Yeah. So let's get down to the point, brass tacks, guys. If you got a 4KP and you're on the fence about no good Gofers, what the hell are you doing with your life? It's $5. Go buy it.
Yeah, you no good Gopher.
Yeah. Don't just sit here and waste your time. You heard our opinions of it. You've heard other people's in the community's opinions on it. Go buy that damn thing and play it, enjoy it, and try to beat me as number one.
Yeah, if you got a 4KP, there's no reason not to add this table to your collection.
Exactly.
Big facts. And I don't work for Atgames. Never have, probably never will. And I don't think their pockets are deep enough. Let's just be honest. I don't think they could sign you, boy. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm just saying. You never know. But yeah, my this is just my honest opinion. $5, bro. You're gonna waste $5 on something that's not gonna be half as enjoyable, last half as long. Some smut on the corner, or whether it be a drink or a piece of food, something, whatever, a game you rent, a movie you rent, whatever. You're $5, bro. It's a steal at that price.
Yeah.
It's a steal.
And so that's pretty much all we got, guys. I do have one more thing to say, and it's about my track modes. I do those free for the community. I hope a bunch of y'all in the chat enjoy them, and I enjoy making them. It's just finding the time to do it. But it was suggested to me from somebody else in the community that maybe I should give an option for people to say thank you, or to donate to the cause of me doing them. So you can scan that QR code if you'd like to. Totally don't have to, but like I said, it's completely optional. But scan that QR code. You can throw a little cash my way to support the fact that you're enjoying your track modes. Like I said, it's completely optional, but I did want to give people the option to hold your phone up to the screen and do it if he wanted to. So
Buy him a cup of Joe.
yeah, buy me a cup of Joe.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm about to look into some other payment options because YouTube keeps shutting down my monetization. I don't know if it's because I'll repost the pinball shorts from Facebook on my YouTube, but the main reason I do that is Atgames doesn't post them on their YouTube page. They don't even post the last one they posted as a short was like Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's been that long.
Yeah.
So I post them because they won't, and I don't mind doing extra promo and helping them out. I love this device, but so I don't know if it's that. I played some movie trailers on Yo Hero, which, like I know which one, like I learned the hard way which ones to play and not to play. Warner Brothers don't go for it. Disney's kind of cool about it. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm probably gonna look into a Patreon or something eventually because it's an expense to do these shows. If people don't know that, let alone the time, the effort we put into doing the shows and taking time out of our week to sit down and do them and all that. So it's kind of sucks that YouTube is so anti-small creator, but then like these big creators, can share the same trailers and talk over them and do whatever, and it's all good. But small creators like ourselves just getting started, got low sub counts, get less than 100 likes per video, like they're all on our necks for everything. We play a game trailer, we could get a strike. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm curious if I get a strike for the videos tonight. All those trailers I played.
Yeah, and these are companies that make way more than we do annually. Like we're just helping them promote their products, so I don't see why it's such an issue. And we're commentating over it too. So, but it's always something with these companies. It's crazy. Trying to keep us down. Trying to keep us down.
You're absolutely right. Sucks that happened to you, man, but it is.
Yeah, I could appeal it or reapply, but they don't that's the thing. They don't tell you what violated it. Like they won't go, hey, this video you uploaded on this date is in violation. They don't tell you. They're like, well, we just can't tell you. You can delete the content and reapply in 3 months, or you can post an appeal as to why you think they should remove it. But if you don't know what they're targeting you for, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard, especially when we cover like all kinds of content from toys to movies to video games to cartoons,
Yeah. Don't question, do the pup packs use any internal memory on the 4KP? I have the pinball packs and I'm down to about 8 gigs. If you're talking about the attract mode videos that I do, you put those on a flash drive.
I think he's talking about VPX.
But even VPX, like you still put those on a flash drive. Like the internal memory doesn't affect that at all. The only internal memory is the pinball tables you download from Atgames. Period. So yeah, but I'm down 8 gigs as well. So everything else that's on flash drives has nothing to do with the internal memory at all. Not affected.
I got everything on an external except for the firmware and and the tables it came with. I'd have to check. I don't think I'm at like 8. I think I got, because it came with 16, right? I think I'm at like 2 or 3.
Yeah, because you got everything on the external.
Yeah, I haven't put anything on the internal hard drive.
Yep. Yeah, you're good, Soggy. I saw that where people review Pinball, they couldn't even say Pluto. Really? Why not? Pluto. It's easy. What's up with that standalone VPX? Still in beta, man. Still tables are still being added every Wednesday to the Wizard. Like it's almost at 200 tables on that Wizard, so it's almost time, man. It's almost
we didn't
time
have we didn't have no problem saying Pluto over here.
Yeah,
we did have a problem with saying Uranus, so we weren't comfortable with using that term so loosely. And if you watch our review, I wasn't cool with that. I kept trying to stop Chaotic before he'd even mention that planet.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go through a list of planets. I was like, from Pluto to Venus.
Yeah, I was like, stop! Don't just.
I was like, I'm not gonna give you a history lesson or a science lesson.
Just stop. Don't name all the planets.
I know how to clean up your hard drive, erase all those magic pixel tables. Good point. Started around 40, down to 8. Bought every pack, still waiting to get into VPX beta. Yeah. Yeah, I know a couple other people are still waiting to get in on it too. AA Factor has thrown a small wrench into the works, but it's getting panned out. Thank you, Fat Hawk. You would know more than I do, man. I participate. I don't really jump into the beta stuff anymore. Thank you, Jason. I still got to do a video showing off the new track modes that I did last night, but it's coming. I've been lazy today. It's been rainy. But yeah, that's my Google Drive, y'all. If y'all want to add the track modes to your 4KP, especially the No Good Gofers, I'm proud of that one. Jack.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to slay onto these people before we let them go?
Hit that like button for y'all dip. And I appreciate you guys sitting with us for like 2 hours. I know my time's important to me, so I know your time's important to you. So we talked about that backstage after the show. Like, that's really important to us that y'all spend that much time with us. Like, you know, so we appreciate y'all coming by, jumping in the chat, keeping the chat popping, checking out the show. If it's your first time here, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, let people know about it.
Yes, because y'all are the reason why we're here. Y'all help us grow. Y'all have grown with us from the beginning, dude. I appreciate every single one of y'all that just comes by and hangs out for a few minutes. Yes, please do. I don't remember if I put her in there or not. Lacey Underall. Couldn't tell you. It's mostly Dancing Gopher. Joe K, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming by. Yep. Participate in the Discord, please. Hang out with us. And guys, we'll hopefully next week's Magic Pixel release will be good. I forget what it is. Is it Star God or is it Tropical? I can't remember, but
we'll figure it out.
Well, you'll see us very soon, man. We'll have some more Yo Retros coming up. Make sure you check out Yo Hero on Wednesdays. Alien Earth episode 3 just dropped yesterday. The review just dropped yesterday. I'm loving the show so far.
Yeah, you're liking it? Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah, check out. Yeah, we're reviewing the Alien Earth series every week. So I do that every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Check it out.
I kind of want to do a review on Twisted Metal, man. I'm enjoying the crap out of that.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking about it on here. That's retro.
Yeah.
It's gaming based.
All right, so if we don't have any good pinball releases on a week, we can talk about Twisted Metal.
Yeah, I gotta check it out though. What service is it on?
Peacock.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
I
ain't got that. I ain't buying nothing with that on it.
Well, it might be getting canceled for me too, since WWE is going to be leaving it soon. So
yeah, they need to change that name. That ain't working for me.
Just go to NBC, huh? All right, guys. God bless. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all in the next Yo
Retro.
What's up, y'all? Welcome, yo.